Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we have a very important update for green card holders age 60 and above. In 2026, there are 5 critical travel rules that could affect your ability to enter or leave the United States. These aren't minor changes. Ignoring them could put your green card at risk. Stay with me, because understanding these rules could save you serious stress, fines, and travel disruptions. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to check before traveling, how to avoid unexpected fines, and what steps to take if you're flagged at the airport. Don't miss this. It could impact your next trip, even if it's just to visit family or attend a doctor's appointment. The first thing to understand is that these travel rules are changing faster than ever. Many seniors are confused because some rules are not widely advertised. For example, even a short trip outside the US could trigger questions at customs if your travel history, documents, or residency proofs aren't perfectly up to date. Missing one step can delay your trip, or worse, lead to additional scrutiny. Imagine planning a visit to see your grandchildren and suddenly being held at the border. That's exactly what these rules could cause if you're not prepared. And it's not just your documents, they're also looking closely at your travel patterns and how long you've been outside the country. Green card holders are required to maintain their permanent residence in the United States. This means you should not stay outside the US for extended periods without proper planning. The new rules in 2026 emphasize that trips over 180 days without a proper re-entry permit could raise red flags. Even trips of 6 months can be questioned by Customs and Border Protection. This affects seniors who may travel for family visits, winter holidays, or medical care abroad. A short oversight, like not renewing a re-entry permit, can lead to delays or even a temporary travel ban until your status is clarified. Why airlines are more strict. The second travel rule focuses on airline responsibilities, and it's something many retirees often overlook. Airlines are now legally required to verify your green card and all travel documents before you even board the plane. This means that the airline staff will check your card against your boarding pass and ticket information. Even if your green card is completely valid, a mismatch in your paperwork can prevent you from boarding the flight. So it's not just about having the right card in your wallet, it's about making sure all your documents are properly updated and linked to your ticket. The impact on seniors. For seniors, this rule is especially important. Many older travelers rely on their green card for every trip, but sometimes documents are expired, missing, or not updated with the airline system. Imagine arriving at the airport with all your luggage packed, ready to visit family, only to be told that your travel authorization isn't properly connected to your flight. This can be stressful, confusing, and even frightening, especially if you've never experienced such a situation before. Being prepared can save a lot of last-minute worry. How to avoid issues. The good news is that seniors can take simple steps to prevent these problems. Check your green card expiration date before booking flights. Make sure your personal information matches exactly with what the airline has on file, and update your travel documents if necessary. These checks are stricter for travelers 60 plus because statistics show seniors are more likely to carry outdated papers or forget to update their information. Taking a few minutes to confirm everything in advance can make your airport experience much smoother and keep your travel stress-free. But it doesn't stop at the airport. Rule number 3 takes things a step further. Now, U.S. Customs and Border Protection (CBP) officers have more authority than before to pull travelers aside for secondary screening if they notice any discrepancies in your documents or travel history. This isn't meant to scare you, but it means that even minor issues, like an extended trip abroad or missing paperwork, can trigger extra questions. During this screening, officers might ask about how long you've been outside the United States, your financial independence while abroad, or even your healthcare coverage during your travels. How seniors can prepare. For seniors, being pulled aside can feel intimidating, but it's manageable if you know what to expect. The key is to bring all necessary supporting documents with you in an organized manner. This could include proof of your home residence in the US, recent bank statements showing financial independence, and documentation for healthcare coverage while traveling. These small steps show CBP officers that you are prepared and responsible, and they can make a huge difference in avoiding delays or unnecessary complications. Staying calm and cooperative during the process also helps everything go smoothly. Reporting personal changes, Rule 4. The next rule that often surprises retirees is about reporting changes in personal circumstances. If you move, change your mailing address, or spend long periods outside the U.S. without updating USCIS, you could receive a notice, or worse, a fine. Many seniors don't realize how quickly these small oversights can escalate, especially if they travel regularly to warmer states like Florida or spend time abroad. What may seem like a harmless warning letter could eventually trigger green card scrutiny or temporary travel restrictions. To avoid this, always check your USCIS online account and update your information promptly whenever there's a change in your circumstances. Finally, the fifth rule is one that many seniors don't anticipate, but is incredibly important for your travel planning: re-entry permits and why they matter for seniors. The fifth and final critical travel rule for green card holders involves re-entry permits and proper travel documentation. If you plan to be outside the U.S. for more than 6 months, a re-entry permit is mandatory. This document essentially protects your permanent residency while you're away. Without it, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, may question whether you've maintained your permanent resident status. For seniors, this rule is especially important because longer trips are common, whether you're visiting grandchildren, taking a winter vacation, or attending a family event abroad. Forgetting to apply for or renew your re-entry permit can lead to major stress, sudden delays at the airport, or even your green card being flagged for review. Imagine this: you've carefully planned a trip to see family, packed your bags, and arrived at the airport only to be told that your green card is under review because your re-entry permit is expired or missing. Suddenly, what should have been a joyful visit becomes stressful and uncertain. This is why planning ahead is absolutely key. Make sure you check the status of your re-entry permit well before traveling, and always keep multiple copies of your green card, passport, and re-entry permit in case they are requested during travel. Practical steps to avoid travel issues. Now that you understand how critical re-entry permits are, there are several practical steps you can take today to make your travel safe and stress-free. First, check your green card expiration date. Don't wait until the last minute, as processing times can take weeks or months. Next, update your mailing address and contact information with USCIS so any important notices reach you promptly. Always keep copies of all important documents, including your passport, green card, and re-entry permit, in a secure but accessible location while traveling. Planning your trips in advance is also vital, especially if you expect to be outside the U.S. for more than 3 to 6 months. Before booking flights, visit Travel.State.Gov to verify the latest rules and requirements for U.S. permanent residents. These steps might seem simple, but they can save you hours of stress, unexpected delays, or fines. And if you ever do face a question at the airport, there is a specific strategy seniors can use to avoid complications, which I'll explain in the next part. Following these precautions ensures your travel remains smooth and worry-free. When pulled aside for secondary screening, stay calm. Bring all documents in a single, easy-to-access folder. Answer questions truthfully and clearly. If possible, have your family or caregiver aware of your travel plans. They can help resolve questions quickly. Many seniors worry unnecessarily, but following these steps minimizes risk and speeds up your entry process. Also, don't forget that some of these topics were covered in my previous video, which can help you further. I already made a full video on related green card travel issues. You can find it on the end screen or click the I button above. That video explains how previous travel history can impact your next entry. Definitely worth checking if you want to be fully prepared. But there's another update coming in 2026 that could affect retirees even more, and I'll cover that in my next video. Which state are you watching from? Comment below. I'd love to hear where seniors are planning their trips. If this video gave you useful tips and helped you feel more confident about your travel as a green card holder 60 plus, please hit the like button right now. It really helps us reach more seniors who need these critical updates. For clear, simple, and up-to-date USA senior immigration alerts, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. so you never miss a warning that could protect your green card or travel plans. Stay tuned, because in my next video, I'll break down the new 2026 deportation triggers and travel alerts that every green card holder 60 plus must know. Ignoring this could cost you more than travel delays. It could put your permanent residency at risk. And remember, for full details, I've included official links in the video description. You can go directly to Travel.State.Gov and verify all the information yourself. Don't wait. Check now and be prepared before your next trip.